For 2 centuries, New Jersey has been an innovation powerhouse. The light bulb, the transistor, the phonograph, radio, television, videotape, and satellites are just a few of the life-changing breakthroughs the Garden State has gifted the world. New Jersey's robust history of innovation is due in large part to the many prestigious institutions of learning in the state, including the most respected university in the world, and the fact that many of the world's most prolific industrial research institutions made New Jersey home. Scientists, industrialists, educators, and dreamers were attracted to these institutions and came to New Jersey to teach and to work, including the greatest thinker in history and the greatest inventor in history. Women have played a significant role in shaping New Jersey's impressive history of innovation, a role that has not always been properly recognized. So tonight, we take a moment to salute some of New Jersey's native and adopted daughters whose passion, commitment, and determination, sometimes against overwhelming odds, helped ignite revolutions in social thinking, business, and the sciences. Perhaps the most special of these women was Alice H. Parker. Born in the second half of the 19th century, Parker lived in Morristown, where it is said she hated the cold New Jersey winters. So Parker designed the first ever natural gas-fueled home heating system, despite having no experience in this field. She was awarded a patent for this innovation in 1919. Parker's design became the blueprint for the thermostat and the forced air furnaces in most homes today. Virtually nothing else is known of this African-American woman's life. Whether this was by her choice or because of the social realities of the time is not known. What we do know is her contribution deserves special recognition, and the New Jersey Chamber of Commerce is proud to name its Women Leaders in Innovation Award after Alice H. Parker. In the early 20th century, Alice Paul had the innovative notion that women should enjoy the same rights and privileges as men, especially the right to vote. Because she advocated this idea, the Mount Laurel native was arrested 7 times, served 3 jail terms, and was almost thrown into an asylum. But Paul saw her work pay off. Her protests helped change the national consciousness, and in 1920, women won the right to vote. Ida Rosenthal emigrated from Russia with her husband at the turn of the 20th century. The couple opened a dress shop in Hoboken. At the time, women's undergarments were afterthoughts in the fashion industry. The Rosenthals created a line of personally tailored apparel, which became so popular they launched a new business we now know as the Maidenform Company. Ida Rosenthal managed Maidenform successfully for half a century. Around the same time, Sarah Spencer Washington opened a cosmetics store in Atlantic City, selling beauty products exclusively to African-American women. Washington also devised a beauty system for her products and opened schools to teach that system to others. Soon, 25,000 students per year were graduating from her schools and becoming entrepreneurs themselves. Madam Washington, as she was popularly known, turned her beauty shop into a multinational corporation, and she eventually became a millionaire, one of the first African-American women to achieve such success. Elizabeth Coleman White built her empire by turning blue into gold. Blueberry, that is. White saw great commercial potential in this innocuous fruit. Using her Whitesbog farm, the Blueberry Queen cultivated different varieties of the blueberry and was soon selling 20,000 barrels each year. Today, the blueberry is a $40 million industry in New Jersey, and our state accounts for 21% of global blueberry production. Winnipeg native Yvonne Brill worked at Douglas Aircraft during World War II, where she was the only woman in the United States working on rocket science. After helping design the first satellites, she moved to Princeton, where she worked for decades at Wright Aeronautics and RCA. Her patent-winning propulsion system is what keeps satellites from slipping out of their orbits and falling back to Earth. Ernest Schneider Hoover of Irvington was a Bell Labs mathematician who received one of the world's first software patents. Her innovation helped modernize the nation's telephone system so it could cope with growing volumes of phone calls. Beatrice Alice Hicks of Orange was so inspired by New York City's building marvels of the 1930s, she decided to become an engineer. She graduated in 1939 from the Newark College of Engineering, one of 2 women in a class of 900. Hicks became the first woman hired by Western Electric as an engineer, and later successfully ran her father's engineering company. The first recipient of the New Jersey Chamber of Commerce Women Leaders in Innovation Award was Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, president of Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and a person Time magazine called the ultimate role model for women in science. Our most recent recipient was Dr. Bonnie Bassler, chair of the Molecular Biology Department at Princeton University, who is laying the groundwork for new generations of antibiotics. This year, Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter and Assemblywoman Nancy Munoz continue the distinguished line of accomplished women of innovation, and the New Jersey Chamber of Commerce is proud to salute them both.